Royal Court always describes itself as a writers' theatre, and always has from the start. George Devine's famous formulation. And we are the department of the theatre that works most closely with writers. The ones that we're producing, the ones we have produced in the past, and the ones who we hope to produce in the future. There's a picture of George Devine up there above my desk, and it's direct succession, really. And it feels like it, I have to say. I think everybody here believes in the playwright as the primary creative artist in theatre. That's quite widespread in British theatre culture anyway, but I think this is the place where that is most honoured and felt by everybody. Everybody who works in this organisation, from bar staff all the way down to me, thinks about playwrights often and has a view on playwrights. What we always say is that we like work which breaks new ground thematically or formally. And that is vague enough to mean more or less we like what we like. That's what it means. And we have all kinds of things which you might think are rules but aren't really. For example, we quite often say we rarely produce work unless it has a contemporary setting. And that's true, but we make exceptions from time to time, and I'm sure we will again in the future. I suppose the vaguest and yet most accurate thing I could say about it is we are looking for plays that have something to say about how we live now. One of the great strengths of British theatre is that it's still connected to the public. It's still connected to public life in this country, partly because of the accident that our founding artist happened to be a playwright. Playwriting has a certain special place in British culture, and we still think it's a good way to talk about things, talk about issues between us, talk about various communities, various people, various strands of thought in society. We think it's a public activity worth doing. Every year we get just over 3,000 unsolicited plays, that is, plays that arrive in the post, in addition to the plays we get from writers who we know, the plays that we've asked for, the plays that agents who we know and have a relationship with send us. So it's a huge volume of work that we are dealing with. The basic pattern of the writers' groups is that over the course of 3 months they will meet once a week. That's the essential shape of the group. Again, as with everything anybody at the Royal Court tells you, subject to change, variation, whatever we feel like doing one day or whatever seems like a better idea. But that's the basic pattern of the groups. And what happens during the course of that, they will be writing a play. After the end of the group, they will have a certain period of time at the end of which we expect to get that play, and we'll read it and we'll give them feedback and we'll do whatever we do with the play. But during the group, maybe they will read each other bits of the play they're working on. Maybe they will have a particular problem they'd like to discuss with the group about the play that they're working on. Maybe someone else will come in and talk about current trends. Maybe I'll go in and do an exercise with them, you know. Dominic Cook will come in and perhaps talk to them about what's in his mind, where he sees things going at the moment, the kinds of plays that he's finding exciting at the moment. So it really is like a superior kind of writers group. They are not primarily educational, they're not primarily social, nor pedagogic, nor outreachy. They are primarily ways of us getting more plays that we can produce. And the fact that everyone involved in the writers' groups knows that changes the atmosphere completely. We are absolutely not here to teach you how to write a play. What we want to do is get you to a stage where you write a play that we want to produce, and it's a crucially different relationship with the material.